I think we do that a lot with donkeys. You know, it's inevitable. Mules, especially, we do stuff. We just go for that final bit, big reaction. We have to work on it. It's not perfect. You know, you can't. If you had an animal that's completely like, that's it, do anything to me, you end up with something that's completely shut down and got learned helplessness. And who wants that? There's a degree of the fact they're going to do stuff. They're equines. Dogs are going to bark. Cats are going to meow. Mules are going to change their mind.
Just one more from me.
Yeah, that's good.
So you rose a good point there, I think, when we were talking about, I don't know if they were bonded or not, but the separation from them and how that works with training. And we've talked about it before. I think you'll probably recognize the case I'm going to say, but we have a mule who has some separation anxiety, and the troubles we face is he's giraffe, so quite large. So we don't have that ability sometimes to really accept that he's going to pine because he breaks fences and doors down when that happens. So, you know, would you consider that reinforcing that behavior by giving them back their friend, or is that just a necessary stage to start working with them that it has to be that way?
I think twofold. I think it's necessary to give them back their friend. At that level of fear and concern, they need to be back with their friend for safety and their safety and all that sort of stuff. I think that, as I said, and I'm working on a new shaping plan. It's going to be a little mini course on separation distress. And instead of thinking about, there are two aspects to it. You want to do the problem solving, trust and confidence stuff. So that animal begins to learn to rely on you, begins to learn to deal with the problems that it faces. The second element is a shaping plan to develop that little bit of time and separation. But as I said, if he's getting to the point where he's got to rush through the fence or break things down, then we've probably stretched it too far already. And, you know, can he literally stand a meter away from his friend? Can he stand 2 meters? Can he just be walked in a circle around from his friend? Can his friend be walked away for a meter from him? And you build that up, even down to the stuff like having a little frame with a blanket or a tarpaulin on it, and have that animal walk behind the other animal, walk behind the tarpaulin, so he disappears for like a second before he comes out the other side, so that you've got some control of how. Oh no, he's back again. Oh, he's gone again. And then that becomes 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. And you build it up from there. And then before you get into the let's put you on the other side of the gate, or let's put you on the other side of those sorts of things.
I know you probably feel like we're beating this fighting thing to death, but I have one more question.
Hey, these are your problems and we need to fix them, so that's fine.
So, and I say biting in quotes because at least with my donkey, it's really more like aggressive grooming.
Oh, nice.
And my question isn't so much the why. I mean, I think I've nailed when he does it. It's usually when he's just getting scratches and he's doing the mutual grooming, but he goes, you know, lip, teeth, you know, and he's never actually drawn blood, but he's bruised a few people.
Well, that's fine then. Yeah, if he hasn't drawn blood, I mean, it hardly qualifies for a problem.
He's not trying to get away. It's almost like a play bite.
Okay, let's wind it back up. So you're mutually grooming him and you're letting him groom you.
Well, it's not with me is the other problem. It's usually with people he doesn't know as well.
Idiots.
So, but my question is, the when is this something I should be correcting when he's just doing the lips?
Don't let him mutually groom anybody else or you. That's just too big a confusion. So it's okay to nibble you this much, but it's not okay to nibble you that much.
Right.
How does this work? 2 legs. I would do this with another one. You know, the easier rule is don't put your lips on anybody else.
Okay.
Or anybody.
And so for that, you know, usually I just tell people to walk away if I see it happening. Generally what happens is I find out afterwards.